Guys, welcome back. Okay, so listen, today's video is a really fun one for me because I am actually playing with a very nostalgic palette. Like this character, Frosty the Snowman, is one that I grew up with watching the cartoon every holiday season. It just makes me smile just looking at this palette. It's so super cute and it brings back so many warm like childhood memories growing up. At the time that I recall this being played every holiday season, it was like just looking forward to it, making sure you know exactly what time it was coming on TV, because we didn't have internet, computers, phones, all of that, you know, cell phones, all of that stuff. You know, it was just like, okay, it's coming on NBC at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. And it was just like, I don't know, it just brings so many fond memories thinking about Frosty the Snowman, the cartoon. We used to watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We used to watch the Peanuts, you know, their Christmas stories along with all of the classics, you know, A Christmas Tale and just all of those. And so this was a lot of fun for me. And I've been looking at this palette, wanting to play with this for weeks since it came out. And it's just, what it is with this palette is because it's so light, you might not really see the beauty and all the shimmers and things like that. Like, oh, it's a white and blue palette, you know, black, and it just has some shimmers in there. And, you know, ColourPop is not necessarily known for having the most amazing shimmers, but I will say they do have some really pretty shades in this palette. And I actually have fallen in love with this color story. So it's like with this eye look, hopefully I'm giving like a cool frosty holiday, you know, Christmas type vibe, true to the Frosty the Snowman palette. I'm hoping so. But yeah, I really had a good time using this palette. The shadows perform nicely. You know, this is a really nice ColourPop palette. If you like it, if you just want it for nostalgia reasons, or if you're wanting to kind of step out of your comfort zone and try something different, this is a great palette to do that with. So I'll give you guys a close-up look and then I'll show you some swatches before I get into this. I'm not sure if it's still available on the ColourPop website. I did see it like at Target, I believe, for like $24, but let me check right quick and see if it's still on the ColourPop. Okay, I just checked and it does look like it is sold out on the ColourPop website. I'm not sure if they're bringing it back. You might be able to find it at like your local Target because I did see it on the Target website. So yeah, just if you're interested, or, you know, if you want to grab some of your own shadows, if you have like the white, just looking at it closer, you can see there's like a couple of light blue mattes in here, some kind of teal, pretty teal shimmers. They added the aspect of mauve in here. So you have like the mauves, the gray tones, this really gorgeous blue shimmer, which is on my lid today. This super dark gray, which I love because it's like a dusty blue tone gray. You have a black. So even though it doesn't look like you have a lot of range in this palette, I feel like you kind of do. But, you know, they're pretty light shades. And if you want to deepen it up, though, you definitely can use the black or the super dark gray. Okay, and play around with those. So I just feel like it's so cute. It gives me such nostalgic feelings. And I really had a good time and I really love this eye look that it created. Okay, so let me go ahead, show you some swatches, and then we can jump into this eye look. Let me see if I can get my, you know, lighting to deepen up a bit. But yeah, hopefully you can kind of see what this palette is giving from the swatches, as well as, you know, just looking at it up close. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color story. It's one that I feel is somewhat unique, somewhat different, and I'm really glad to have this in my makeup collection. I love the eye look it created, and I'm excited to try something else. I really want to play around with this, you know, like duochrome shifty shimmer here, you know, some more blues, and even do something super smoky with the black and the gray. So anywho, those are the swatches, you guys. Hopefully it gave you a really good, true idea of what this palette looks like. So let's go ahead and just jump into this eye look. I am so excited, you guys, to jump into this cute little palette. I mean, it is just so nostalgic for me. So let's go ahead and jump right in. But before we start, I want to prep my lids with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. So I'm just applying this with the wand that comes with the eyeshadow primer, and then I'm spreading it across my lid with a soft, fluffy brush. Now for the first shade, I'm going to go into this, it's kind of like a taupey gray shade. It's called Always Very Merry. And I'm just applying that across the base of my lid. As you can see, I'm just blowing it out all across my lid with a soft, fluffy blending brush. Not really taking too much care as to trying to be super neat. I really just want this to be the base for the whole eye look. Next, I'm going into Button Nose, which is a dark gray matte shade. And I'm focusing this, as you can see, in the outer corner, just using another fluffy brush to apply that. I'm also applying it in the inner corner. For this eye look, I decided I wanted to do a halo eye. As you guys already saw in the beginning of the video, you saw how the look is shaped up. But yeah, I'm just doing a halo eye today, so I'm placing that in the inner and outer corners. Really, really like how that looks. I would wear this eye look by itself, to be honest with you. I really like that with some lashes and liner. So before I go in with my shimmer, I'm using some of my e.l.f. primer, and I'm just tapping that on the center of my lid where I'm going to place the shimmer that we're using today. And the shimmer for today is going to be this beautiful blue. It's called 1969. And I'm gonna have to do some research. I'm really thinking though that that's when Frosty the Snowman came out, maybe in 1969. That would make sense. I'm not gonna tell y'all what year I was born in, but I was still a child, a young child in the 70s, okay? So yeah, but as you can see, I'm just applying that with my finger. Just to get it nice and opaque. I wanted it to be really bright and really bold on my lid. So now I'm just going back in with some of that dark gray, and I'm just blending out the edge of that shimmer so that it can be a nice seamless blend with the matte shade. And those two shadows blended so nicely together. Sometimes it's hard to blend a shimmer with a matte, but these blended really nicely. And I really like how it turned out. Now I'm just taking what's left over on that brush from the first shade that I placed down, that light gray, light taupey shade, and blending out the upper portion of my lid. So now I'm going to go in with this white liner. I haven't done a white liner on my lower lash line in so long, but I said, you know, I'm doing a frosty look, so let's go ahead and try a white liner today. And I really like how it made my eyes pop. Now I'm going back into that dark shade, which is Button Nose, and I'm just dragging a little bit of that on my lower lash line just to kind of smoke it out a tad bit. And then I want to go in with the light blue shade called Splendid and just kind of soften up the edge of that darker blue. I'm not really sure that was needed or necessary, but once I started, I had to go ahead and follow through with it. So for the inner corner, we're gonna go into Jolly Soul. Really pretty white silvery shimmer shadow. And I'm just using like a pencil style shadow brush to apply that in that inner corner. And I'm gently blending it up just a little bit so that it will kind of softly blend into that darker shade. I decided to go in with a black liquid liner today, so I'm using my Sephora liquid liner. I haven't really been in the mood to just do a lot of liquid liner and wings for some reason, but I thought today the contrast would be nice before I apply my lashes, because I am going to be doing a more larger dramatic lash today. And this Sephora liner is really nice, very easy to use. So these are the lashes that I'm using today, some of the Kiss Lash Drip lashes, and as you can see, they're pretty big, pretty bold. I wanted something to really make this eye look stand out, so decided to go ahead with this super bold lash. I'm not sure if they still sell these. If so, I need to grab some more because I really like them. So this is the look for today, you guys. I'm just kind of straightening out my hair a little bit so that I can look a little decent for this nice icy blue Frosty the Snowman look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like this look? Is it a palette that you're interested in or that you have? I would love to know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Toodles!